Hey, well, we missed the video. Damn, my bad. I should have had that keyed up. We kind of came in late on time, but welcome to Lightning for Liberty, episode 12. We got Jared back here again. We were all just chatting right before the show. Got carried away and lost track of time. It got everybody on and fixed their microphone and video issues and all that fun stuff. So, but yeah, welcome back, everybody. And I know Jared's got more things on the list. I think he may have checked it twice, and hopefully you were naughty and nice. Anyways, Brian, you got anything to kind of throw in there?
I don't know.
Okay.
I froze. I was reading all this shit on the side of the screen here, and then I froze. So.
He has no idea what's going on. Hey, well, Tate, remind us all about the whole contest we're doing with the Kung Fold and T-shirts. We need people to enter.
Yeah,
we're gonna do it.
I'm on a better computer this time, so I can actually pull up the design.
Oh, sweet, awesome. Well, you can pull those up, and then if Brian's over there, what do you think? What do you think about this contest?
Oh, okay, contest. Yeah, I don't know. My internet went to shit. Like immediately as we went live, it like went to shit. So I don't know.
Oh, it's 5 o'clock, so it's like peak hours.
But yeah, I think the contest is cool. I don't see anybody entering, so you got a pretty good shot of winning if you all you have to do is share your full sign up link, and you got a
sign up link, or if you want to throw up that you got a big stack off of a holiday purchase, take a screenshot.
Yeah,
I've thrown a couple up there, but it's kind of not fucking fair if one of us wins.
Well, right. I mean, it's kind of like just incestual.
Right. It's like it's not the fucking Lightning for circle jerk here. So anyway, back to our earthy language.
Thanks for making it a triangle, Jared, instead of a straight line.
It's better because we don't have to look each other in the eyes.
All right. That's right. We all get a bit of an angle at each other.
Well, with that, I mean, shoot, Jared.
I've got it opening up.
He's pulling that up. All right, we're gonna look at these photos, but. I know last week K-Bonk was like, I wish you guys had let him talk about Bitcoin security more. I'm like, well, we didn't try to stop him. We just don't have so much time. So I'll try to run my mouth less this week.
Josh does talk a lot. Like, just tell him to shut up if you need to.
Yeah, just fucking throw something at me.
When Brian finally, halfway through today, asked me if I would come on again, I said I'll have to see whether or not I can steamroll you.
Halfway through the day, it was like, what, 9 o'clock?
Zoom in a little bit.
Nice. I like it.
Zoom in a little bit.
Sweet.
Motherfucker. All right, we're just gonna.
Are you talking to people listening or what?
No, I'm talking to the fucking program.
Just zoom in a little bit, you motherfucker.
There we go. Okay.
For those of us on the audio side, if you are re-listening to this on Fountain,
get squirrely.
We're looking at some pictures that will be the Kung Fold Master shirts. And I guess you'll have to watch the YouTube video to really get a preview of it. But they're pretty cool. You got your little, Kung Fu stance silhouette with the fold symbol on it. So you can brag about how good you are at stacking sats.
That's right.
This is riveting radio.
Oh,
that's
absolutely.
Right. So there's three different options. They all say Kung Fold Master on a black silhouette with the gold fold logo in the middle.
Obviously, I don't have the US dollar.
I don't have rights to that 3 little lines, but fuck intellectual property. So the first one is someone doing a nice tree pose, kind of more peaceful looking, and then the other 2 are bald men in gis punching the dollar sign and shattering it. One is just that, and the other one also has a POW symbol kind of around the fist. So there's options.
Fisting the fiat.
That's right. Fist fiat to death. That's the message.
Yeah,
fisting the fiat.
Man. Fist the system, man. Whoa, I didn't mean to remove Brian. There we go. Hey,
what's going on?
Back. What's up? Oh, well, hey, but so Jared, you had that whole list. Where did you leave off, and what have you found anything new that you want to add, or?
No, nothing new. I have not listened to many podcasts since the last time we were here. But I do still have a number of things I want to talk about from Jack's recent episode. It was sometime last week, December 6th, so just over a week ago. The how, what, and why of Bitcoin self-custody TSPC episode 3211, Bitcoin Breakout episode 28. So I pulled up the show notes for it because I noticed that I actually have concerns even in the framing of the discussion. So I'm just going to read through part of this. The entire point of Bitcoin is that you can self-custody your Bitcoin. Of course, that is the only way that it's actually Bitcoin. In fact, while many seem to think be your own bank means run your node, it is really all about self-custody. I'm going to disagree with that completely.
Tell us why.
So he goes on further in the show notes to explain that the purpose of a bank is two things. One, to safely hold money, which would be self-custody. So we agree on that point. And two is to utilize the bank as a payment system. Or if I would put it more simply, it's just to be able to send and receive with that money that you're holding. So without running your own node, you're relying on somebody else's node and have no certainty of transactions coming in or out. There's not been issues that I can think of with third-party nodes blocking transactions at this point, but we've seen, like with the Tornado Cash debacle over the summer, that if large entities that run, probably a number of the typical public nodes that people are connecting to, get a sanctions list and say, if you see these addresses, block them or you're going to jail. Those addresses are not going to transact through those nodes. So I'm getting myself out of breath here because I don't breathe well enough when I start talking. The note that I had made is that running your own node is the only way to personally ensure you can send and receive. Added privacy as a side effect. So you can, as I've done, set up a Bitcoin node running over Tor so that you also don't have your IP address connected to the funds that you have, because that would be an insecure setup, right? If you know you've got 3 Bitcoin connected to this node, so you ensure that you, like in a wallet connected to the node, to ensure that you can access it whenever you need to. Now, anybody sniffing, if they've been paying attention to the deposits going into that address, they know that this IP address at this location has 3 Bitcoin. And a sophisticated attacker can figure out the location with like scary accuracy.
Yeah, I could definitely see that being a way to trace some things if you really don't want to know anybody to know who has that Bitcoin and where it's at. Well,
right. And so people will often mention this. It's unlikely that everybody will run a node, and I agree with that. And if you say it that way, then that kind of gives people an out to not make the attempt. It is not at all difficult to run a node, but if you refuse to do so, a huge step over just using a public node, would be to connect to a node of somebody you trust. So like Brian is always on the move. Josh never has a consistent internet connection. Both of you could connect to my node, and at least you would know, hey, if I have issues, I tell Jared,
right,
make sure it's still up, rather than, I'm connected to Async's node or something.
Right. Well,
some faceless third party that's not going to help me out if there's a problem.
Right. There's got to be a level of trust there then too. It's like now, instead of trusting, say, a bank with my money or whatnot, I'm trusting Jared. But I at least know Jared. I have a face to the name, and I probably could find you if you stole all my Bitcoin. But
exactly.
I can't do that with Wells Fargo.
And the node you're connected to can't steal your money.
True.
It just is able to see the transactions that come through.
Right.
If I'm paying attention, and I don't, which, like, you have to take me on my word for that, but it's either take me on my word for that or take random node that my wallet automatically connected to at that. And I don't ever trust that.
Nah, yeah, I can definitely see that. And yeah, like I think a lot of what Jack was talking about was trying to basically dumb it down to where people who don't get Bitcoin can kind of understand it and start grasping on the concepts. But it is important.
Maybe.
The details do matter. The details do matter, and they are important. And if we can clarify that, it's a good thing.
Yeah, and I think that, I mean, Jack in particular, and just content creators around Bitcoin in general, have done more than enough explaining to somebody who is uninterested, that if they're still uninterested, like, I understand at a point that's not your problem anymore. And also, like, you've got to move to the next level at some point. Or you get people like me being annoyed, which is not the worst outcome.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's nothing wrong with disagreeing if you know something. Brian, you're muted. If you know something that's going on or you're aware of something that's being missed otherwise.
It really depends on his MO. Is he trying to onboard new people every day, which is the point of trying to, get mass adoption? Or is he trying to educate the people that he's already onboarded, now moving on to the next level? Is he now having to go on to that next level and educate, or is he just going to continue to try to bring new people into the game and let them then move on to talk to you in a podcast that's more advanced? Where does he fit, and what is his goal in that whole situation?
Right. Yeah, that's a good distinction, because I don't think it's something that he has explained. Not that he has to. It's not something I asked about specifically.
I mean, I offer consulting, but it's beginner, intermediate, and it's basically getting you to get Bitcoin into a wallet. And I don't have enough knowledge to feel that I'm an expert enough to offer anything beyond that and take money to tell people how to do it. But I damn well know how to do those, like how to get you from fiat into a wallet and do it safely and be able to send it to someone else. So that's what I wrote that book about. I would never think to charge anybody or even speak to what you're speaking to right now, just because I don't have that experience level.
Right. Well, it's just like digging into the programming side of things a little bit that I did. I mean, I got to the point I was making WordPress plugins and stuff, but I'm never going to write a book on PHP programming because I barely had a little tentative grasp on enough to figure out how to make what I needed to work. But I see exactly what you're saying. It's one of those, you have to kind of approach things from a specific way if you're trying to get people from a whole different universe to understand what's going on and be kind of brought into the fold. But at the same time, how do you manage to do that without giving something that would be kind of misinformation to somebody who's more aware of the depth of it? But it's like we were back to trying to explain just how some of this stuff works to Aaron, and we were like comparing it to phone cards and stuff like that, which is obviously going to be like technologically wildly inaccurate for what's happening, but it's a good allegory. So sometimes
you got to meet people where they're at.
You have to kind of speak in that language almost. You have to speap to that audience. So I guess it comes down to what is the target audience for that particular episode. And
here's the deal. Here's a prime example. So I asked in my group today if people had topic ideas for my show, because I'm just doing a running list of stuff to mention in the morning or do an episode about. Somebody asked for me to talk about FTX and all that bullshit and what went down and the view of that on crypto. I'll never talk about that because I don't care.
Man, I will never get tired of that content. I love every new piece.
But I can't speak intelligently on it. I don't follow it enough, and I don't care enough about it to go and dive into it enough to have an analysis of it.
Yeah. I got you.
I know what's going on. I know what's going on, but I can't sit down for a half an hour and discuss it. There's no fucking way in hell.
Right.
Yeah, that's fair. That makes a lot of sense. There's a whole difference in being interested in knowing about something and being able to actually explain it to somebody else, especially.
I'm not going to blow smoke up people's ass that I know what I'm talking about. Like when I'm going to talk about something, I'm going to talk about something that I've either experienced or really researched or I've done and it hasn't worked or it's worked. I'm not going to just like blow smoke up your ass like, oh yeah, fuck.
I know I'm not
Right.
going to say anything groundbreaking that's actually meaningful about FTX, but I could bitch about it for half an hour. If you want to bitch about it for half an hour, that's fine. I'll do it. But
Yeah.
I would expect to get anything that you couldn't have got off Twitter. You know?
Yeah, that's fair.
Anyway, Jared, go. You do your thing. You got the
Okay.
information.
So this was a minor point that came up in the episode, but it just seems to be something that Jack might misunderstand. So I feel like that probably means there's others that misunderstand. So he mentioned something about like with a node connected wallet specifically, you are able to see your particular UTXOs and do coin selection to, like, specifically use these UTXOs and being able to separate, like a typical application is separating out KYC versus non-KYC sats. But that, this is not a disagreement. It's just something that I think he misunderstood, or I misunderstood the way that he explained it. So I feel like there may be confusion. Seeing UTXOs has nothing to do with being connected to a node or not. You just need to look for a wallet that has coin control. So Sparrow on desktop allows you to see all the UTXOs and choose from them when you make a transaction, and Samurai on mobile does as well. Those are just two that I use regularly that I know have the option. Samurai I can't connect to my own node because the Samurai team has made that shit way too complex. You got to like set up your own dojo and stuff. If you have their proprietary dojo hardware that they sell with a node on it, then you can connect to that. But just connecting to your own regular Bitcoin Core node is literally not a possibility. K-Bonk, yes, that's what I meant. IP address for location.
I figured. And yeah, he's right here. The vocabulary is the hardest part when it's a new world, because there's all kinds of new terms. I mean, shit, it was a couple years ago I figured out what the fuck hodl meant. So, but if you weren't like submerged in that little kind of subculture, you walk into it.
You figured out what it meant, but you didn't figure out how to do it.
Well, I definitely didn't a couple years ago. You're right. I'm trying to catch up, but stay low, baby, please. Everybody bitches about how low Bitcoin is. I'm like, no, don't go up yet.
I get up in the morning and I see it's up, and I'm like, son of a bitch.
I know, right? Oh, dude, I almost had a freaking like aneurysm yesterday when Aaron had posted that screenshot because I misread it from Fold. With that, you get like $1 bonus on buying Bitcoin if you buy at least $1, and I was like, yeah. $1 for every $1? No, it was. I'm like, if it's $1 for every $1, I will sell every fucking Bitcoin I have right now.
Bitcoin's on sale.
I am all in Fold, and I am buying Bitcoin in Fold, and I'll get my fucking double money in 3 days. I'm fine with that.
So that reminds me.
And I was like,
I
okay,
did
I'm
a
not doing that
withdrawal
for
yesterday.
So, but yeah, she was talking in Telegram. I can't really pull it up here on the chat, but she's talking in Telegram. She was having an issue with a gift card, but I don't think it was actually even a Fold Amazon gift card. I think.
What she did was she went to Fold and she bought an Amazon gift card for $200, and then she went to Amazon and was going to buy an Amazon gift card on Amazon to send to somebody for Christmas, and it won't let you buy an Amazon gift card with an Amazon gift card. So she was under the impression that it was a Fold gift card for Amazon. But on Fold, you actually purchase an Amazon gift card.
Yeah, you can send that code to anybody and they can put it in their Amazon. It doesn't matter.
Right, but now I think she might be buggered because she probably put it in the payment, and it probably
already in her account.
It transferred to the account instead of staying on the card number. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to buy more stuff.
Damn it. Well, when
I just hit 1.5 million sats in rewards in the last like 3 months. So
nice.
It's kind of fun.
Awesome.
Hell yeah.
That is badass. He's stacking them up over there. Like I said earlier, I did like a little promo thing before the thing. I was like, if you're not using Fold, you're fucking wrong.
That's true. I heard that's going to be the thumbnail for my video I did. I talked about like how interesting is it going to be when Bitcoin is what it was at an all-time high? So what, 60
Right.
let's say 60. How do those rewards look at 60? And I was like, okay, so I'm at $270 now. So at 60 grand, I'm gonna be $900 in rewards in 3 months because I just fucking used a different card. And like, this is all, I'm not.
And there goes his internet.
Womp womp.
There he is. Yeah, we lost like your last sentence.
I'm not buying anything extra.
No, I got you. Yeah,
Right.
exactly. That's the thing. I'm not going out and buying shit on Fold, just or through Fold with Fold that I wouldn't be buying anyway. You know, I'm just using like a regular debit card.
The most of the things on there for me are gas and
Amazon.
gas and propane for the camper, and then beer.
Yeah, and Amazon. That's huge.
And
That's
Amazon. And Amazon. It's
Because you get a shitload of
literally
Amazon.
Amazon.
You have a
Yeah.
shitload of Amazon right here, actually.
I would
but yeah,
I would do a lot better with Fold if I just kept the balance high enough to where all of my Amazon purchases went through there. Because
I'm
usually,
trying
like
really
my
hard
wife
to
will
make
buy like
Fold.
$100 of stuff a day, and I'm like, I don't have the money to buy a gift card right now, so we just gotta lose 5% on that.
yeah, it sucks. I'm trying really hard to
Take the
make
hit on the
Fold.
1.5% on the instant transfer, then buy the 5% gift card. You're still ahead. But I
Yeah,
mean,
that's
you're
fucking
ahead.
obvious.
You're
I didn't even
ahead
think
in
about
price.
that.
Well, the other thing is, if you know,
Yeah, that's a good
you
point.
know that within the next month or two, you know, I'm going to spend this much on Amazon, and you've got the funds, just buy the card now and put it in your Amazon account.
Right, but
You know?
it's like I was talking with Erin in the Telegram chat. She just needs to see that Bank of America account having a higher balance because it's just a mental thing. Like
Yep,
she checks that one all the time. That's what she equates with the money that we have.
Right. Yeah.
I just got
it's
Corey
just
a
hard
Fold
mindset to get
card.
out of.
Yeah, you said that
Nice.
on your show this morning. Yeah, but so maybe that'll kind of get her into it more and thinking that way. From maybe I'm thinking maybe that's for your wife there, Jared. If
Yeah, I'm gonna
grab-
at least
grab her
get her
phone
signed
and
into
get
my
her a card.
account. Yeah, I'm just
Yeah.
gonna get her signed into my account on.
Or
her
get
phone.
if you got her own card, maybe she'd actually be kind of playing with it and using it a little bit more and feel like, you know, instead of looking at that Bank of America number, if you're looking at the number in Fold, it's like retraining yourself to do the same thing in a different place. I don't know. It's an idea.
And there's games on the app where you check the balance.
Yeah, exactly. And you get to spin the wheel.
Do you do anything with that fucking VR shit?
I have a few times I've gotten like an extra spin or two, maybe a couple of sats from it, but I don't have like an actual VR headset, and just pointing the camera around, it's
Yeah.
awful.
I feel like I play Dr. Mario and all
Like
those fucking
spinning around the room.
Ugh.
Yeah, I haven't
Game Boy.
messed with that very much. All the extra spins that I've got have been from buying shit on Amazon or buying Bitcoin now. Which I don't know if we mentioned that last time, but yeah, like I think it's released to everybody now. You can buy Bitcoin in Fold.
Okay, I might be
It's
stupid,
nice,
but
easy,
I was
and free.
sitting there. I had a purchase. I went and did laundry today, and I had a purchase on my card, and so I did the spins, and I got my purchase history. My purchase history is maxed out right now because of Christmas presents and all that shit.
Yeah.
And so I had like 3 spins left, and I'm like, oh, 5,000 sats on like a $40 purchase. I'll take that. And so I was going to leave the 3 spins, and then I got that notification that they upped the odds on the whole Bitcoin because nobody got that. And I was like, spin.
Right? Exactly. I did the same thing.
I ended up getting like 3,700 or something. Got like 1.5%. I was like, nah, okay.
Like I realized as I'm going to the park here today, I'm like, I haven't actually fucking eaten. And like the last thing in the world I need to do, but I rolled through Arby's and grabbed some crappy chicken strips. But I was like, okay, well I have
during the after party.
Yeah, I know. I have a Fold freaking transaction now, so I can spin, so I can go for this Bitcoin thing. Shit, you know. And dude, and I hit like an 8 extra spins and like some double spins and some crazy shit. I'm sitting there like waiting for my food, like it's already charged. I'm waiting for them to cook these chicken strips, and I've like spun like 16 times. I'm like, come on, go, Cole.
Dude,
Oh,
that
yeah.
was the day I had 90 some spins or whatever.
Oh god.
I had bought
Yeah,
all
'cause
those.
you bought
gift cards.
all that Amazon shit.
bought like thousands of dollars in gift cards and I had 99 spins. I'm like, how the fuck do I even maximize this?
He's down there at like the corner gas station, just like buying a pack of gum one at a time, so I can spin again. Oh shit!
Well, no,
That's
I had like
wild.
$1,000 purchases that I'm like, do I spin until I get like 4%? Like, do I spin 90 times to see if I can get 4% on a $1,000 purchase, or like?
I don't know. I mean, maybe.
It worked out well. That's like how I got all those rewards so quick.
Yeah, I think the best one I got was that time I stopped at the fucking liquor store, bought a bottle of whiskey and a 6-pack, $25 transaction, and I got my $25 in Bitcoin. Like I got the match. I was like,
wow, I've
it was
never
like the
gotten
third
that.
time.
I
It
got
was like the third time I ever used Fold, so I was just like, I'm sold, I'm in. I just got $25 in Bitcoin, you know.
I got 139,215 is my biggest reward.
Nice. God damn.
Ain't bad.
What was that on?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know something, but dude, I am enjoying the spin squad, man. Like,
oh, dude, yeah. How many people have you got signed up on there now that actually have cards? That's the thing. More people
9.
get their damn cards. You got 9 with
9.
cards.
I got 29 people that have signed up for the app, and 9 people have gotten the card. I'm
so
like,
that stats for likes been
Nice.
working out for you.
yeah, not bad, not
You've been
bad.
pushing it. I think I have like 9 in my spin squad with 4 that got cards. So you're doing good.
Getting there.
Nice.
Got 0. I don't think anybody's even typed in lsd.ittybitty.tips one time.
Yeah.
I don't think
What?
anybody's even typed in the URL
Go to
aside
it.
from me.
Type it in. Go there. Oh, I have.
All right,
So-
one person.
I think I have too.
But yeah,
2
go
persons.
check
Yeah, you
out.
tipped me. Both my
Check out all
tips
the tip
were
links.
tips were you two.
Right. That's the other thing. Go check out any of the tip links, the ittybitty.tips, because there's a bunch of cool shit on there for all of our stuff. You can find all of our crap, but you can just tip us in Lightning. So if you like one of our ugly faces here, go to one of our itty bitty tip links and you can send this shit right now. Super easy. And it works with pretty much every Lightning wallet. So
Hell yeah.
let's see. Oh, K-Bonk was asking about gift cards on Amazon. I don't know anything about those, but I imagine
I'm not sure what those words altogether could mean.
I think it's some weapon of mass destruction games or the DCA, so it must be a gaming platform gift card he's asking about. I have no idea. I've never played them.
No, I would think DCA is dollar cost averaging, but I don't know what dollar cost
Whiskey
averaging
you
in
buy that'd be
terms of a
$50.
gift
It was
card would be.
that was a cheap small fucking bottle of wild turkey. So hey, you know what? I wanted a little bit of something, but I don't always have to drink the best whiskey. But it ain't bad.
That's what I used to think when I was getting sick in college. Like, I
Oh,
didn't
yeah?
feel like I'd get sick. I'd do like 2 shots of wild turkey and take a nap, and I'd fucking wake up feel like a rock star.
Right? Yeah, it ain't fucking Fireball, you know.
Man.
No, out of all the lower price ones that I've tried, it's not bad. You know.
All right, trivia question for you guys.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
All right. Do you have a guess of, say, how many people go to Bitcoin conferences each year in the United States? Just the United States.
What kind of conferences?
Just anything Bitcoin specific.
How many conferences are there?
There's at least 3 big ones.
Say
At least 4 big ones.
8,500.
What? I would say more like 220,000.
Okay. I would guess probably somewhere in that ballpark.
Probably.
Between 8,000 and 220,000.
No, somewhere in the
It's a
200,000
really wide
ballpark.
That's a big ballpark.
We got the shallow end in the ocean over here. That's cool.
So
are you
say,
asking
all right,
that 'cause you
K-Bonk
knew,
says,
or are you just like guessing too? Because I don't know. It's not really trivia. But
No, I
don't a trivia question. I don't know the answer.
that's
I thought
not,
you guys might know.
it's a question to lead into a talking point.
Okay.
50 to 100,000 is probably a safe bet.
Yeah.
So we could say that if you're going to a Bitcoin conference, you're probably pretty hardcore into it. You're very interested. You would expect that those people are like well into it more than the average person, right?
Well, I don't know. I think there's a lot of people with a lot of money that do dumb shit with it.
There's probably a lot of that too. I hadn't considered that.
There are a lot of people who are just fanboy enthusiasts, and they bought Bitcoin.
Or that's where they want to be seen, or that's where they're
Yeah.
being paid to be seen.
Like, well, yeah,
Okay.
paid to be
Yeah, there's
seen,
a lot of
asked to be
motivations.
there. They become kind of a little bit of a celebrity because they bought into Bitcoin early on and got really rich really quick, and now they got money and they roll around and they're the Bitcoin mascot. I've seen a few of those.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah. that's
I
fair.
mean, like, I'm guessing if a celebrity is going to show up at a Bitcoin conference and be seen there and bring eyes there, they probably compensate them for that. I bet they have people that
Oh, I'm
come
sure.
in, and you know,
Yeah.
it's just
Yeah, I
how
would expect so.
influencers make money.
Yeah.
It's just how the world works.
So I know the Bitcoin conference in Miami, or I say I know. I believe I remember when I looked at tickets. They're like $500 a head.
Mm-hmm.
So you could very easily buy a used laptop with reasonable specs for $100 and run a node on it. How many nodes, if you had to guess, I do know this number, how many nodes on the Bitcoin network are online at any given time around the entire world?
127,932.
170.
No, he said less.
Way less, 5 digits.
Wow.
I said 170.
I thought you said 170,000. More than 170.
Wow.
40,000.
Less. There's
9,000.
less than 16,000 worldwide.
Less than 16,000. Oh, dang.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, if I had a decent internet connection, I would be running a node. I would be
I don't
running.
doubt it.
I would be running my own Bitcoin node and my own Lightning node. But
Man, I do not want to fuck with the Lightning node at this stage. I don't do enough transactions on the Lightning network.
I'm trying to
there's
figure
a lot of maintenance there.
out.
I would do it just to really help myself learn and wrap my head around some of the nitty gritty of it. You know.
Mhm.
What's the power consumption and the data consumption on a running either or?
Probably not that bad if you did something that was like Raspberry Pi based.
Yeah, the network traffic for Bitcoin node, once you do the initial block download, is like
Minimal.
megabits an hour.
It's not much. No.
It's
But the
very
initial
little.
download will be a chunk. But
The initial download's 400 gigabytes.
Yeah.
Somewhere in that ballpark.
But after
But
that,
on
you
the
really
ongoing
only
Elon wouldn't be happy with that.
Oh,
12
no,
volt
Elon
direct
only wants you to
solar.
run a Dogecoin coin node, you know.
So K-Bonk, I can't pull the comment up.
Hold on, let me
Can a node be run off of 12 volt direct solar? If you have a laptop with a battery that can be kept topped up by 12 volt direct solar, I don't see why not.
Well, you're not.
Or if
gonna
you can run the
anything
solar
direct-
to a battery that
That's
charges
the
the laptop.
You're not going to run anything direct off a solar panel. You're not going to want to, because that output voltage and amperage is going to vary based on the level of sun that it receives. So if at one point you're making 11 volts and another point you're making 19 volts, and that can happen on the same solar panel, you could fry the shit out of something. So,
Yeah, that wouldn't be good.
you know, but typically you're using it through a charge controller that evens that out and charges a battery, and then you can absolutely run a laptop or a Raspberry Pi or anything off of that battery. That's not a problem. And I know he had a question earlier about running a miner, if you could run it directly on DC. And well, if you think about it, most computers, like a desktop computer, you've got a power supply that is just converting AC to DC. So yeah, technically you could,
it's a DC,
but
DC
you
inverter.
probably wouldn't need to. But now, if you're running a laptop, you know, the only thing that's AC there is that block in the middle of your power cord. You're running off of a DC battery, and the power going into your laptop for the charge is a DC power converted by your charge cord. So you're usually running off of DC. There's no reason you couldn't do that. In fact, a lot of times, if you have one of the like car charge cords for a laptop, it's just converting your 12 volts up to whatever it is, 1920 volts your laptop runs on.
So could I
That's
find a
cool.
different internet connection to do the initial download?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can go do
you
it on
could-
Wi-Fi.
Yeah, you could go to like a fucking Starbucks or something and do it on Wi-Fi. It takes days.
Like, do I just like stash it in the bathroom up the ceiling panel and let it download and come back and grab
Hide
it?
it up in the ceiling
Maybe.
panel. Or have a
Yeah.
little, have you a little 6-volt battery attached.
Awesome. I'm deploying my Raspberry to download the fucking Bitcoin blockchain.
Or just
Blockchain downloads.
find a homie when you're going around the country that's got a strong internet connection that they'll let you
Well,
Ethernet
right.
into
Yeah, well,
it
I
for
think
a few
it
days.
sounds like an excellent opportunity for a crossover with something like geocaching. Hide something near a Wi-Fi hotspot and fucking leave it where nobody's gonna find it, and just forget to upload the fucking. And if somebody asks, "What are you doing?" I'm geocaching. We're hiding things for people to find. I just forgot to tell
We're
people where it
hiding
was.
things. I'm hiding my
That's not
dude.
bad.
I've made a few different drops of different things in bathrooms. I know how to stash shit.
Oh, you've dropped some things in bathrooms before? Yeah. Have you weighed them?
Did I weigh them?
Yes.
Possibly.
Not yet, because the technology doesn't exist yet.
So this is the live map of all reachable Bitcoin nodes, aka online Bitcoin nodes.
I thought it was all Chinese. What the hell?
No.
You're right.
There may be a good number of Chinese
Sure
nodes
are.
in here. The only number on this screen that is encouraging to me is this one, because over half of all the Bitcoin nodes online are run over Tor, which is why they don't show up to a specific country, because the IP address is hidden. United States just barely ahead of Germany, and again, the numbers aren't what they seem on the surface, because over half of the nodes in the world are run over Tor. So
I can tell you, if I was running a node, it would not be saying it was in the United States. You
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, places like Singapore, Russia, China, probably even Canada at this point. These are not friendly governments. So that there's probably a lot more nodes in those jurisdictions. They just run over Tor.
I would run a node in Greenland just to be a bitch.
Be the only one there.
The corner of the market.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, like the 8 sheep that live there are going to use it.
I guess a reason that I show this site is because it actually is a reputable website.
When you first put it up there, I thought it said buttholes or something.
If you like this content, join us in the after party here. In about
like,
20.
what are you doing? Did you share the wrong screen?
That's not his itty bitty tips link.
Looks like there's 42,000 total nodes, but only 15 of them are reachable. 15,000 of them. But so when you're doing the initial block download, you have to find Bitcoin peers, and so especially if you're doing it over Tor, often it takes a while to find those first few peers. So you can come to this website, bitnodes.io, and go to there's a full list somewhere.
Gotcha. So probably why it shows such a large number of actual nodes, much larger than the ones that are reachable, is because people have set up a node, downloaded, the blockchain, and made some transactions, ended up on the map, but maybe that node's not on all the time.
Yeah, it may be offline or it may be intermittent. But somewhere on here you can go, I think maybe it's here, and see there we go. You can see the node addresses. So it's just, obviously the Tor address is going to be a long onion. So you can take one of these nodes that's been here and online for a good while and paste it in to force a peer, just to get you a starting point, because your Bitcoin node is going to cycle through peers on a regular basis to make sure that everybody's in consensus and nobody's trying to feed you bullshit. So if you just need a peer to start with, coming to bitnodes.io is not a bad place to start. Because even if you choose a bad peer, you're over Tor, they're over Tor, they can't gain any additional information about you. And if they're a node that's serving bad information, they'll be replaced when you connect to other nodes that are giving the correct chain state.
It'll basically kind of fact check itself.
Yes. Yeah. The chain is self-correcting. If there's nodes that are out of consensus, they are no longer serving Bitcoin, so they fall out. They fall off the network.
Nice.
K-Bonk, there are a ungodly surprising number of nodes that are run on Amazon Web Services. I noticed that you made comments
seems stupid
on that.
as shit, but it also seems stupidly easy to do, so I could see why
Where
people
did it
did.
go? It's on networks, yeah. So 8,500 are run over Tor, 400 are on Amazon Web Services, a bunch of them on Comcast. It's not real specific, like what these things actually mean. So like this.
Now,
this
does Amazon
AT&T
actually
network.
provide like internet access, like residential internet access in some areas? I know Google was doing that for a while, like
I have
Google
no
Fiber
idea.
and stuff. So I don't know. They may actually be an ISP or to some extent, or maybe it's people working for Amazon that they're like, "Fuck it, I'm going to run a node on my work computer."
Maybe.
I mean,
I don't know because
if I was on
an actual
Amazon
IP address
network and I actually had access to their server, I would probably fucking run a node there too, just because I could. May not be the node I use.
Yeah, they're all AWS domains, so it may just be a hosted machine.
We appreciate it there, K-Bonk, hitting that thumb. Yeah, if you guys like this, give us a thumbs up. Follow us so you can actually see us when we're on.
Yeah. Be my first viewer of a live stream on my YouTube channel.
The first viewer. Dun, dun. We don't have any current live viewers that show. No, we got K-Bonk, but why it doesn't show up there? Anyway. Amazon. Yeah, they can cut that thread. Yeah, for sure. They can cut the
exactly.
thread.
Of all the things to not have someone else host for you, a node is way up there on the list.
I'd say so.
It's like as bad as having someone else host your password manager.
Yeah. Here, take my money. Hold this. You're in charge.
Yeah, I don't trust the banks anymore. Please hold my wallet for me.
Exactly. No, thank you.
I think people just really don't think some of these things through very well.
Well, yeah.
But the first time I looked at the number of nodes, it was really disappointing to me.
Yeah.
If everyone who runs a node were at the Bitcoin conference in Miami, it would be 1/3 of attendees.
Yeah.
And that shit's sad.
Yeah. Well, you got a lot of people who just either aren't tech savvy enough or aren't in a good spot to run a node. There's probably a lot of people who probably should, but it's like, hey, look, me and Brian both, neither of us are in a great position to be running a node right now, or have figured out a way to do it.
Yeah. The big thing is just having that access for the initial block download.
If you did like a live podcast with people talking about Bitcoin, probably only 1/3 of those would be running a node.
Probably like
literally out of the three of us, you're the only motherfucker running a node, is what I'm saying. And we host the show. So how's your list looking? How far we got on that? We're at like almost 45 minutes here, so we'll probably have to jump over to the after party, but what do you think? Are we going to do a round 3 on this?
Yeah, we have covered a good deal of it. I've still got some, and I'm sure I can always come up with more.
Okay. Maybe we'll have it on next week or later on, whatever works out, because, hey, it makes for a good discussion.
Yeah, I appreciate the discussion.
Different perspectives than we're used to seeing on things, too. It's a lot more in-depth than what we typically are doing for more of that newer user angle, so I can appreciate that. It's very educational. We can only parrot the same shit that we've learned so much.
Right. I think that we just really a lot of people who are discussing things around this topic don't give people enough benefit of the doubt. Right. If you're willing to dip your toes into something like this, you can step over some of the shitty UI multi-coin custodial wallets to just step right into a better wallet experience from the get-go. that then when you're actually into this and you're like, I want to run in my own node and help make sure that everything's in consensus, whatever, you'll already have a wallet that will connect to your own node as an option, because a lot of them don't even give that option. So just stepping people into something that's like a minor difference maybe from the setup, but it's a big improvement as far as the capabilities as they learn and mature.
Right. I'm a big proponent of try all the different things and see what works for you. But as you do that, you're naturally going to learn more and progress. And those things that are more complicated but give you more control are going to make more sense suddenly. You know, it's like,
For sure.
walk before you run. Don't be afraid to go get Wallet of Satoshi and dump some shit on there and play it around with it, or fiddle with, you know, something like Exodus or whatnot. But just don't feel like it. Like that's
don't feel
where it pops out.
Wedded to it. Yeah, don't feel married to it. Because I think it's really easy.
There is better out there, and the more you learn about it, the more, you know. It's like, I like Exodus for what it is, but it's a shit Lightning wallet. You know, like we were talking about earlier about some of the issues people were having with Strike. It's great that they have Lightning integration, but it's dog shit as far as being able to actually have full Lightning capability for what the Lightning protocol can do. You can't do anything with LNURLs, and that does limit you on what you are capable of. So
for sure,
if you know that now, of course, the usability of Strike is not in its ability to, you know, receive Lightning. It's in its ability to move fiat and Bitcoin around pretty seamlessly for people who they like, not me. But, you know, it's got utility, but just because it has Lightning capability does not mean it's the best Lightning wallet for you to use. And the same goes with Bitcoin. There's a million different wallets out there, and the one that Jared likes, or that I like, or that Brian likes may not be the one that you like, but at least know why you do or don't like it and whether your shit's safe.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's really easy for people to get comfortable with something, and then, you know, like with Jack, you almost never hear wallet without Exodus wallet, and I think that ends up with people kind of getting that stuck in their head and ended up.
Well, I mean, he's
feeling married to that particular software.
Yeah, he's comfortable with that, and then a lot of people have followed him to it because, I mean, you know,
it's easy to use when you're a beginner. It's intuitive.
Yep. But don't feel like that's where you need to stop.
For sure. I have not yet come across a Bitcoin wallet that is hard to use.
Wow. Yeah. Right. But
but it does take a little bit of learning to try to understand what you're doing, at least. But yeah, I think it's probably a good place to wrap it up. You guys got anything you want to? I know this guy over here's got a Bitcoin book, and we've got all kinds of shit going on. So let's go around, and if you got anything to promote, let's do that and jump over to the after party. Start with Brian.
Grab the ebook.
They have a title?
The Amazon.
grab the ebook.
Sorry, I was thinking about something, but no, grab my Crypto Beginner How to Get Started. I mean, it takes you from your bank account into Jared's least favorite wallet, Exodus, and teaches you how to install it on your phone and your computer. If you're listening to this show, you probably don't need this, but maybe someone you do does. Maybe somebody you know does, and you can send it to them on Kindle now, so you can find it on Amazon.
Good Christmas present. It's just in time.
Yeah, great Christmas present. So I think Doc has the link in the notes, maybe, but I can throw it in the comments here while you guys wrap things up. Otherwise, thelostproject.com.
At the bottom, you can see there the lots.ittybitty.tips. He's got the link to his book there on the tips link as well. So
nice.
That's right.
It's ready to roll there. Jared, what are you working on? What are you pushing? You selling anything? Doing something?
LSD.ittybitty.tips. That's where everything's at. Still making t-shirts all the time. I'm designing the artwork for the after party every day now, just to flex my muscles as I'm learning different skills. That's been fun. I guess final thoughts with Bitcoin for today. Freedom necessitates responsibility. Bitcoin is responsibility go up technology. In order to be sovereign, you have to take responsibility for your shit. Exodus is not my least favorite Bitcoin wallet. Jack's Liberty is significantly worse.
I agree.
I agree. I got rug pulled on that one. That's it for me for today. Check out cheatees.co if it ever launches. Brian and I are doing cool shit.
Hell yeah. And all my shit's
there. We're almost there.
Yeah,
renegadebutcher.ittybitty.tips. You can find all my shit, seasoning projects, all that fun stuff. You can find me on a podcast called Lightning for Liberty. Right after this, we're going to jump over to the after party, the UTG after party. So if you really like this shit, tune in on all our channels, watch us again, and we will probably get a little bit rank. And we'll catch you all next week.
A little bit.
Hope you all enjoy. If you got some good questions, ideas, thoughts, jump into Telegram and let us know. All right, guys, we're out.
Later.